It's always a pleasure to have you on the link, dear viewers. And we speak business here about opportunities and how you can get them. Tonight we're speaking coffee. And we want to explore on how, for instance, you could tap into the coffee value chain and make money for yourself. Tonight my guest is Mr. Edmund Kananura, who is Director Quality and Regulatory Services for Uganda Coffee Development Authority. Mr. Kananura, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
I hope you don't mind me calling you Edmund.
No problem.
Okay, let's start straight away. Besides coffee farming, and many people say, okay, I can set up a coffee farm. What are the other business opportunities within the coffee value chain that I can realistically be tap into?
After the farm, which is basically dominated by the farmers.
Absolutely.
And they handle the coffee up to when it is dry. That's when another value addition starts. And that is where the opportunities lies.
Okay.
The first one is removing the shell, which I could call hulling the coffee. Whether it has been through wet processing or whether it has been through dry processing, it must be hard to remove the shell, which is covering the beans. And the investment at that level is not much. It is not much. You just need a huller. You need something that will automatically blow out anything that is light, or what is called a catador. And you also need where you can blow out the husks and make sure that you save the environment and the structures. Only that.
Okay.
That's a simple hulling factory. And it earns a good amount of money to many people who are doing that at the primary level.
Because they can't avoid you.
Yes. After that level, the coffee goes through a grading. That might need much investment because the grading factory is massive, it's big. But that's also another area for investment.
If you have your money.
Because it handles a lot of the capacity. Or many others feed into just one grader, one grading factory. And it handles, the turnover is very big, and I'm sure even the money that comes in is very, very big.
Okay.
So, and another level is export, trading coffee across the value chain. Just a trader, whereby you are picking the coffee from the farmer, taking it to the huller, or hulling it, or just selling it the way it is. Okay. Those are referred to as middlemen. But I think those are traders.
Yes.
They provide finance and the crop finance at that level. Also, trading the coffee after hulling, that is what is called fair average quality, and you are selling it to the exporters.
Even the middle there is
also
opportunity.
An opportunity. So there's a lot of opportunities across
in the value chain.
After that, automatically there is roasting. Roasting is changing the bean from the you in fact change the coffee from low to and you make the aromas and the flavors come out, get more pronounced for somebody to consume. Okay. So roasting is an area. You can start from a 1 kilo roaster, 2 kilo batch roaster, to even 100 kilogram batch roaster. Okay. And that's also a very, very good opportunity. You can even do packing only. You are roasting from somewhere else and you pack the coffee. That's also another opportunity. And the beauty is that UCD exists so that people can come to you. Let's move on to the next question. Export, you mentioned, big deal. How can I become a coffee exporter? Becoming a coffee exporter is not something hard. It's something very, very simple. The most important thing is you should have the capital. That's a big, that's a serious issue. You might not have the machines or the factory, but you can be a coffee exporter. You only need to meet the requirements for being an exporter, which are very clear. An application to CDA,
okay,
and once you apply, you are given a form, you fill it, and you need a performance bond of $25,000,
okay,
but not in cash.
It's a bond.
It's a bond. You get it from the bank, you get it from insurance at a small fee. And you also need to submit all the documents for registration,
okay,
just to make us
you must be
update our
registered
database only that, be a registered company. And when you submit all that, it doesn't take even 2 weeks, even a week, you get your license.
Director, some of the areas of the documents, I know there's also export promotion, and then there is Ministry of Agriculture. Just take us through so that people don't think that the documents are just only 2 of them. They could be like a few, quite a few.
Now, when you're an exporter, that time now you're just an exporter.
Yes.
Maybe what do you need to export coffee? The export of coffee requires few documents. It requires ISO documents.
Okay, ISO.
And this ISO document is a certificate of origin. You don't need to go to Export Promotion Council. It is issued together with the quality certificate.
Okay.
You need the coffee you want to export to be inspected and meets the requirements for export, and is issued with a quality certificate by Uganda Coffee Development Authority.
Okay.
And another document you need to present any coffee for export. You might have either fumigated it, it is a requirement international. This is basically to avoid any pests that can move in, and others can fumigate within the container.
Yeah.
So, and you get a phytosanitary certificate, which is issued by Ministry of Agriculture. But at UCDA, we have an officer responsible for that, who comes from Ministry of Agriculture. So it's something as simple as
So you centralize these things somehow,
yes,
so that somebody doesn't get a lot of headache moving up and down.
Yes.
That's great to hear.
And we are working out something with Uganda Revenue Authority, where everything now is going to be under the single window project.
Yes.
All the requirements and documentation and applications will be done under one platform.
Wow.
So you don't need to come to UCDA very much. You just fill the forms and we answer.
One-stop center coming to life. Finally tonight, Mr. Kananura, how can UCDA assist me to set up a cafe? Now I'm going at the tip end. The coffee value chain is over. I want to create a cafe where people can come in and just drink coffee. That's not just something that's easy to do. However, UCDA wants to come in. How do you assist me if I want to create a shop?
A cafe, the most important thing is the space and where you position it, especially where it's an area where traffic is high. You automatically, you need to trap the clients. But to set it up, the requirements are simply just, you need an espresso machine, a brewer.
Yeah.
You need to be a brewer accessories, which are these cups and the chairs and the design. The most important thing, the way you set it up. But at UCDA, we can assist you because we have a person who's trained in barista, who trains baristas, and these are the baristas are the one who brew the coffee. So we can train your staff in brewing to perfect the cup, which you are going to be serving the public. At the same time, we can help you in the selection of the coffee. So we can train you how to taste the coffee, which is referred to as cupping. And even if you look at it as in low beans or even roasted beans, you can select which one is good for you. And the setup, this person is specialized, knows the setup, can guide you where to position this machine, where to do that. So we also have courses. We run a barista course. We also run a roasters course. And we also run a quality control course. So all these attributes to the capacity building that you might require.
We didn't know these things, and that's why we have you here. Thank you so much, Mr. Kananura. Viewers, UCDA does so many things. We cannot enumerate everything they do. They are regulators. However, they also seem to have an orientation towards the private sector and uplifting consumption of coffee. So don't, if you have been looking at them as only regulators, you have just heard Mr. Kananura say that they are also capacity builders if you're interested in the coffee value chain. So take a visit to UCDA on Ginger Road and also in Lugogo Trade Show grounds. They have an office there if you want to dip your hands into the coffee value chain to make money for yourself. Thank you for joining us tonight. That was The Link.